come Sunny. Guys, if you don't know what we have in studio, I don't know where you've been living. Biko.
I'm humbled to be here, really.
I'm happy you're here.
Yeah, asante.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Nico struck. If you don't know Biko, she acted in Neema. I think that's one of your biggest roles.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that I've done lately.
Lately.
Most people finally get to see and realize, oh, I know her.
Yeah.
But I've been there.
Yeah.
Like for a couple of years, I've been there.
Because you're also in Zari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And many more.
And many more. And also, you got married. Yeah. And we show the ring.
Yeah, well, this is, I just want to clear the air because I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
And I respect how other people do their things when it comes to marriage and just being together. But what's happening right now is that I did my traditional marriage.
Yes.
But we're just waiting to finalize the last bit of it. And kuna mambo hapo mbele kidogo, lakini tutamaliza. So we're here to finalize, but yes, he's there.
He's there.
Excuse me.
Ask about you. Yeah. Okay, Biko, jituenza na energy. Let's start. Who is Biko?
Biko is just a simple girl who has her values. I was brought up by parents who love Jehovah. Jehovah is God's name.
Yeah.
I mean, because I hear and I see most people say God, but they do not know his name.
Yeah.
So these are the parents who brought me up with wonderful values, love, kindness, forgiveness, and strong humanity, so to speak, in a world that has just deteriorated when it comes to values. Yeah, and I don't mean to judge anybody.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, Biko, you are an actress and now an artist.
Yeah.
How did you shift from being an actress to an artist, and why? Did you always know you're an artist? Ama ni kitu tu ulisema, wacha tu niingie studio, I just try.
You're gonna get so shocked, just like many other of my fans are gonna get shocked, because the first thing that ever discovered me was music.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Some years back, I was singing with some bands, and would even go to like East Africa and sing. You know, and for me to have discovered acting is because I started off by just. The first thing I ever did was a play with Teacher Wanjiko and the rest of the crews with Eric Omondi and all those people. And that was at Alliance Française sometime in 2010. And literally I had gone there because I wanted to meet a producer for my music. And one of the guys inside came and asked me, "What, you still here? Are you looking for somebody?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm waiting for a producer because I'm supposed to meet him and blah, 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 music, blah, blah, stuff like that."
Yeah.
You know, and then he was like, "Mbona unakaa hapa nje na unaweza ingia huku ndani upige show, kuna wenzako kukuwa na organization." I'm like, "What's that?"
Oh, you're talking about?
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah.
And so for me, I said, okay, as curious as I can be sometimes, I said, let me just try as I wait for this guy to come, which he actually never showed up. And that's how I discovered acting, really, because I went in and I saw what walikuwa hapo Alliance Française they were coming up with. And now I saw how people come up with shows. Like they just sit down together, they bring their creativity on the table, and they talk about unaongea nini, unasema nini, and then everything is just compiled together as one show. And that was so exciting for me because I love creativity. And that's just how I discovered and how I got into the acting industry. So that was in Alliance, show after show, and then I didn't do much. Mimi siezi shout, because you know with stage you have to shout, you have to dramatize, you have to do all that. Well, I know somebody watching would be like, really, you can do all that? Like, yeah.
And all this energy, you can do all that.
Yeah, so actually it was just one show. I don't know why sometimes I kind of think it was like, did I ever do like 2 shows with Akinaberi and Janjiko? But it was actually one show, I think. That's when Churchill discovered me and he told me, you know, you're actually better off on screen. And he introduced me to somebody called Lenny Juma back then. I did Mali, and that just like that. I started.
Oh, you were in Mali?
Yeah, but it was a very small, teeny. Oh, somebody told me, don't ever say that you're actually doing a tiny role. It's a role.
It. Yeah, it is a role.
Yeah, so from that,
you grew.
Yeah.
And why music right now? Are you now focusing on acting umeweka kando, say you identify as a musician?
No.
Uh-huh.
Acting is still there. Music is still there. These are just basically things that I love to do, really. And I don't know when all this happened, because I didn't sit down and say, okay, now let's start acting. Now let's start doing music. No. It just so happened, and I realized I just love to do them.
Wow.
You know, if I could, I would love later on in my career in life to just probably learn an instrumental piano. I've always wanted to do that.
Have you ever thought about doing media, like hosting, da, da, da? You have that energy. You're giving.
I don't talk so much about the future because I trust in God.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see how that happens. Right now I have a lot of things in my way, and those things are like, you know, the man in my life.
Yeah.
And I have to give that priority because he's given me so much love. He's given me so much warmth in my heart.
We saw the pictures. You're like,
where did you see that?
I'm a stalker. Okay, let's talk about the controversy. Which is you're leaving Naomi. Not you leaving Naomi. Sorry, you're leaving Neema. You carried Naomi with such grace. Like there wasn't Neema without Naomi. You get, and you leaving it brought a lot of. You also know, because I saw some comments and I was like, oh, it brought a lot of controversy with a lot of fans. And you said this. Someone asked, why did you leave now? Neema, you said not by choice, just a replacement. You just saw a replacement.
No, but those are not my words, right?
They're your words on comment section.
Okay, yeah. No, let me tell you something. And I don't know how this is gonna sound, but I may be out there acting. I've been doing this for the last more than 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, but mimi na social media sasa ndo tunajaribu kupendana.
Ndo mnaanza, yeah, I saw.
Tunajaribu kupendana. You know, so I'm so underground when it comes to social media, posting, commenting, and all those things.
Yeah.
But I have friends, or I have had friends behind me pushing me, like, toka enda, fanya hivi, nini, ongea nini. So some of those comments you see, now let me make it clear. Some of those comments you actually literally see were not from me. There were from some of my friends.
Oh, okay.
Okay, some people just go like, apana ongea, wasi wanataka kujua, nini, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, guys, this is not the right time for me to speak, because first of all, I was also literally angry.
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave the show. There was something, I just put my all in it.
But is it true that
what?
You aren't aware you're leaving the show?
No,
what will you
there was
no
replacement? No. There was no such plan. I just want to make it clear, because this is my story.
Yeah.
And I don't want anybody else giving this kind of comments and stuff like that. If I'm not the one who's giving it, then you didn't hear it from anybody, and it's not true. I just want to make it clear. You know, because nilipenda show, na respect Lulu na Rashid sana. Ni watu wangu, na I respect sana. And sometimes this is what I say, we are all human beings, and we are not perfect. Sometimes the way we do things and the way we do things, it's not always perfect.
True.
Okay? Tukianza hii show, there was nothing like, oh, nita replace you, nothing. You all saw for yourselves how good I was. And I'm not trying to brag. It is what it is. You know, so I mean, mimi kuona hiyo comment, hata mimi nisema acha tunyamaze. Na nimenyamaza kwa muda mrefu, if you can see.
And what about Zari?
Let me just finish. I've been quiet for a very long time because I'm like, how do I handle this? I know what happened. You know, like I've told you, just taking it back. I was supposed to do, but I don't want to talk so much about this, because people be like, because people have a lot of things at the back of my mind. Oh my God, I really can't understand how people can think their own things and conclude and decide. Hata niliona mwingine amesema, ama kuna comment niliona ati ama alienda set kama amelewa, you know, such kind of things. Did you ever see that?
No.
I did.
What you saw is for Zari.
I did. And I was like, so, you know, I love
they
my
don't
peace.
even know you.
I love my peace. They don't even know me. You know, so I said, you know what? Acha tu nitanyamazia hii story. Because I remember I did my Russia in September.
Yeah.
All right. And during that time, this is what I wanted. I kept on telling my bosses, like, I need to see you guys. I need to speak with you guys, because Mimi, I always bring my egg when it comes to my job. Okay. So I didn't want to cause a problem on set, like, siko, sasa hayuko, sasa tufanyaje. Kasama, mimi hata ukinipatia scripts ngapi nitazishoot nimalize. So that's what I wanted, but that I was never given a chance. My bosses didn't get back to me, and it went on until my ratio time reached. And there's still another story to the
let's stop with acting. Let's talk about maybe tukifunga. Let's talk about the title of your song Muthuri. It's Muthuri?
Mwanake.
It's okay. What inspired
Mwanake Mwega? So what inspired Mwanake Mwega is the fact that I've always written music. Like even for I started writing music when I was in Form 2, and I started singing weddings back then, but on and off, okay? And I have these words scantily here, there. But when Matthew Cooper, who's the man in my life right now, when he came into my life, and he's been a very kind person to me. He's loving, he's sweet. It's just the little things. You know, most people think that in a relationship, let me just talk in a relationship, because we're living in a society whereby it's a totally different society right now. It's a totally different generation right now. But when it comes to friendship, sex is nothing. It's like that tiny, like that thing. But it's just the little tiny things that this person who loves you will do for you. It's the little words, it's the kindness he shows, it's the things he can do for you. And that's just what he's been for me. And I was like,
all right, I'll go to the studio for my man. I love it. Thank you so much for appreciating your man. You're doing a good job. Hey, okay, you're doing a good job. Where can people find you? And lastly, what can you say? What can you say to people? Just say your last piece.
This is what I want to say. I don't know which camera to face.
This is your camera.
There's a lot of stuff that has been going on right now. Say at least mambo imepungua, but don't ever tell another person's story if you're not the owner of that story. And let's keep working to see seme maneno mingi ambayo haistahili. Let's keep loving each other. The most important thing, I believe, is love and kindness. Okay? So this is me, Biko, artist. As much as I'm an actor, I'm a singer, and I am an entrepreneur, and you're going to find me Biko, that is on Facebook. You're going to find me Biko World, that is IG. You're going to, what else do we have? TikTok. So those pages are still young and growing, so come on, please subscribe. My song is out on YouTube, so please listen to it, subscribe, and just let's show love.
Thank you so much, Biko.
Yeah.
At least you've cleared up some things.
A little bit, though.
Yeah.
We need to be more comprehensive on stuff.
We can't wait for the sit down.
Yeah.
Okay. So, wacha tukache ukijibamba with Mwanake.
Mwega.
Mwanake Mwega.
It has to be Mwega. Because not all Anakes are Ega.
Hadi winter pata Mwanake Mwega.